Welcome to Lifeword's Day by Day, where we are talking about rights and liberties given to the Christian, and in particular, that sometimes we have to lay down those liberties. And here's what I want you to understand today, that you will have to fight off jealousy of other people who are allowed to enjoy certain liberties that you've been called to lay down. But remember, God has a calling on your life, and it is His prerogative to put into your arsenal certain Christian liberties to enjoy and use, and to call you to go without certain liberties, to not make use of certain liberties. But we don't think this way very often, do we? First of all, we rarely think of God's calling on our lives outside of God calling someone to be a missionary or a pastor. But all of you have a calling. God has equipped and called all of His children into ministry. None of God's people are to be in the stands. We are called to be in the game. Now, what that looks like will be different from person to person, and no one's calling is inferior to anyone else. And also, we rarely think of our calling causing any restrictions to our rights. But your calling will bring certain liberties onto the table, and it will put certain freedoms off of the table. But the one mistake that we cannot make is to let our minds dwell and go to a place that says, God is withholding goodness from me. No, it's God alone who knows what is glorifying to Him and good for your ultimate joy. His desire for you is to be full of joy. He would not say that to us. Jesus would not say that He desires our joy to be full and then take something away from us that would produce that fullness of joy. But He most definitely would restrict our freedoms if it hampered His goal and detracted from His glory and our joy. When you pray today, please remember Kendra Barnett, our missionary in Romania. And also remember the Fanta Lifeword broadcast that's heard in Ghana.